So I told her I didn't have time for any of her woman nonsense, and I left and I came to the bar.
You didn't say that.
Swear to God, man, once I started letting her out of the kitchen and she got all cultured, I couldn't even stand being around her anymore.
If I talked to my girl like that, I'd never hear the end of it.
You just gotta be clear with her and put your own happiness first and tell her that she needs to make me give a shit about what she's actually saying, because I don't.
Now she's supposed to make you care about all that shit, all that little woman shit.
Pretend to care for a blowjob.
Hey, as interesting as your conversation seems to be, I have to interrupt to make sure some real business gets done.
Yeah? Business like what?
This whole warehouse has to be emptied out. All of these boxes need to be packed up and taken down to the wealthy street. They're going to be distributing it.
Why?
Why? Did you forget I pay you? You have to do what I say because I pay you. That is why.
Hey.
And while you're wondering why you're the one stuck doing this job, think about that disrespectful way that you just asked me or questioned my order. People who show me respect, people who do what I say, those are the ones that get the best jobs in this organization.
Sorry, boss.
Idiots.
Sure is a dick sometimes.
You better watch what you say.
Relax, you worry too much. He's all talk. Besides, if we get fired, we'll just go work for Moretti. I hear he pays more anyway.
Who do you know that works for Moretti?
Just a guy. He says any information that'll give him an edge, he'll take it.
You're not snitching for Moretti, are you?
No, sir, I'm just saying.
You better watch yourself, Salvatore won't.
Salvatore ain't gonna do shit. Look at the way his wife did him dirty. He's clearly not running things the way he used to. What's going on, man?
Dude, start, Justin.
Years ago, violent crime was at an all-time high.
City officials seemed helpless to stop it.
The shadowy figure we now call Dark Justice first appeared.
A dangerous psychopath who spread fear and chaos throughout our streets.
Many disapproved of his methods, but no one can argue with his results.
The vigilante became a boogeyman.
Parents telling their kids that if they didn't behave, Dark Justice would get them.
Rumors swirled suggesting Dark Justice brokered a peace deal between the remaining criminal gangs.
A peace that's held for almost a decade.
A deal with the devils of our city, with whom he showed much in common with.
Criminal convictions went up 20% and crime dropped 40%.
But a recent FBI report shows that crime once again is on the rise.
The gangs, crime, killings, the open corruption.
The bleeding heart liberals would have you believe this is all contributing to some sort of sinister plot on behalf of our elected representatives.
Some speculate that the coming election is a gross display of peddling influence.
And that Dark Justice represents some sort of class warfare divide between the haves and have-nots.
As many of our struggling citizens see it, there is one kind of justice for the wealthy and another kind for everyone else. This climate of fear and division has many calling for the return of Dark Justice.
And recent events have many in the city fearing a return of Dark Justice.
Hello? How many victims? Alright, I can be there in 20 minutes.
Last night's attack marks the 5th incident this month involving victims with alleged mafia ties, that according to the Grand Rapids Press. Of course, local police are exercising their right to remain silent until more is known.
Hey, how the hell she make detective? I've been in the force a lot longer than her.
Detective Murray requested her to put in a good word for her, so now she's gonna be his detective.
Why is he fucking her?
I wouldn't doubt it. They practically finish each other's sentences. Maybe you should fuck somebody further up the ladder.
Yeah, you know any big-titted detectives I could fuck? Cause man, I sure could use a raise. Child support's fucking killing me.
Detective Stone's gay. Maybe that's your ticket.
Have either of you considered checking out the building perimeter? Maybe you'll find something that'll break the case wide open. Unless you're worried that wall will fall over if you aren't leaning on it.
What a bitch.
You better stop trash talking Walt's girl. He'll beat you for that.
Yeah, right, fuck that guy. Hey Walt, how's it going?
Detective will do. There's no reason to be informal.
Sorry about that, Detective Murray.
Did you get any sleep last night? You look like hell.
Thanks.
Maybe if you lay off the booze and hookers for a while, might actually get some color in your skin.
Can't expect me to give up hookers. Then I might have to get into an actual relationship.
Nah, I wouldn't wish that on any woman.
What have we got here?
2 dead thugs.
Where's the other one?
Over there on the floor. Looks like he tried to make a run for it, and this one here got his head lopped off.
How lovely. What's in all these boxes?
No contraband. Looks like most of it fell off the back of a truck.
No drugs?
Dogs didn't find any. I think it has less to do with what's in the boxes and more to do with sending a message.
More vendetta stuff? Who owns the building?
One of Salvatore Gravano's front companies.
What a surprise. Have you reached out yet?
Not yet. I was waiting for you. That's what partners do.
Lucky me.
I know how much you love talking with scumbags.
Any surveillance cameras?
Not a one. But we do have a witness next door. Says he saw the killer leave.
Jesus. Where's the head?
Over there on the floor.
What a mess. Well, let's go have a chat with the witness.
I'm telling you, it was Dark Justice.
That's not possible. Dark Justice retired.
Oh yeah? Is he living off his vigilante fund down in Florida perhaps?
He agreed to stay away, so long as the mob bosses agreed to a truce.
That doesn't mean he's holding up his side of the bargain. After all, he is a criminal.
I'm telling you, I saw a guy leave this building. He had a black cape, a sword, and everything.
Sounds like him.
Why would he return now? It's just going to ignite a turf war.
Do you still have any informants, anyone you can question? Or did they all leave town looking for greener pastures?
We could go right to the source.
I'll drive.
You sure? My car is right outside.
So is mine.
I've got a full tank of gas.
We're not taking your car.
Coward.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Abbott.
Good afternoon, folks. How can I help you today? It's you. How might I help you, officers?
How's business?
Going quite well, thank you.
Really? Does anybody even read books anymore?
Some do, those who appreciate it. Breaks my heart, though, to think about the younger generation. They're obsessed with their social media and their video games.
Must be difficult to compete with Xbox Live and YouTube.
I blame it on the parents. Too obsessed with themselves and don't take into consideration how their behavior affects their own children.
How's the truce holding up?
Truce? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, don't play dumb. We know you and Moretti agreed to a truce with Dark Justice.
Seems like somebody called it off.
I assure you, officers, I don't know anything about a truce. I've never met anyone named Moretti. But I have heard on the news that Dark Justice has returned. I hope you're able to catch him.
I bet that would be quite a relief for you.
That's a relief for everyone. I mean, it's awful how a criminal like that can commit some horrific acts in our fair city, while the police are practically helpless to do anything about it.
We're not helpless. Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of it.
I wish you would have been as confident when it came to looking for my wife's killer.
That was Detective Stone's case, not ours.
We're just trying to figure out what happened to your friends last night.
My friends? Again, I don't follow.
Come on, those two in the warehouse? They did work for you, right?
I don't have any employees. I'm here all by myself. Sometimes my daughter helps out in the store.
Right, so you know nothing about the vigilante who's been killing gangsters all over town.
Only what I've heard on the news.
One of them got himself decapitated. Seems like someone has a real axe to grind.
Or in this case, a sword, according to witnesses. Sounds like something you should worry about.
That sounds horrible. I'll make sure I lock up my doors tonight. Beheadings, I thought, were something we just saw in third world countries. Maybe our journalists are not as objective as they claim to be.
Maybe they have an agenda.
Lots of people in this town have agendas. I'm sure you do as well.
My agenda is to reach out to the kids, to bring the joy of reading to children.
You ever heard of audiobooks?
Don't believe in them. You lose the power on your tablet or your Xbox, they're useless. To read, all you need is a little light.
Well, clearly this conversation's going nowhere. You have a good day.
You as well, detectives.
Is everything going to be okay, Daddy?
Yes, honey, that went as expected. The murders have made him impulsive. Yeah, he was here. He doesn't know anything. He thinks he does, but it's clear that he doesn't know. He's responding exactly as I told you he would.
So what now?
Now we have a chat with Moretti. Vigilante has hit him too. He's got so many people in his pocket. I don't think he'll be afraid to talk to us.
Had I known I was going to be spending my day with dirt bags, I wouldn't have bothered to shower this morning.
After spending the morning with you, I was starting to wonder if you had or not.
I have to. After I spent the night with your mother.
Really? I bust your balls and you come back with a yo mama burn?
This is why you're single. This attitude you have towards women. I find it offensive what you must think of us.
Because I'm a big bad misogynist? Is that what you're getting at?
No, because you're stupid enough to think women have balls.
Nice one.
Like that?
Good afternoon, sir. I'd like to ask you a few questions if you have time.
Oh, I got all the time in the world. To what do I owe this place?
We're just trying to get a feel for the environment the city finds itself in. Thought you could offer some insight.
No insights, but I can offer you a drink. This is some of the best whiskey you've ever tasted.
No, thank you.
You ought to try some. Put hair in your balls.
I'm on duty.
How about you? You want to get drunk with me?
My balls are hairy enough.
Gravano wasn't very helpful. We were hoping, since you're more insulated, that you could clear some things up for us.
Oh, let me guess. He said, I'm an honest businessman. I don't know what you're talking about. That pussy is a neurotic. I never liked that guy. He's a slimy opportunist.
But he doesn't have the political sway you have. I could hold him for 24 hours on suspicion. You'd be free in 24 minutes.
He's a cheap trick. That's his problem. You gotta pay out good money if you're gonna get people to leave you alone. That asshole, he stabbed his wife to save a buck. In fact, he may have.
I recall his wife was stabbed in the park by a mugger.
She was spending all his money. That's what happens. He tries to play a low profile, figures he can get in with a spoiled opera crowd. And they'll forget what a piece of shit he is.
So what you're saying is he's not an upstanding citizen like yourself?
Oh no, I'm a piece of shit. I just don't try to hide it. My wife knows I got 2 girls on the side, but she's okay, because she knows her place. Might be room for another one, sweetie.
You were saying about his wife.
Gravano's wife. She was driving him crazy. He's trying to buy her affection. Right up until somebody sent him photos of her fucking Ed Carpenter.
Who sent him the photos? You?
I'm not saying. But a couple days later, she winds up getting stabbed in the park by a mugger. Imagine my surprise.
Do you have any proof it was him?
The guy's an asshole. But I'm not a rat. Besides, I kind of like having it to hang over his head.
Tell us about the truce. Is it still on?
Yeah, it's on. Not sure for how long.
So who do you think is knocking off your guys?
You don't know? What the fuck are you people doing with my taxpayer dollars?
Funny man, how much did you pay in taxes last year?
Too goddamn much. I do everything I can to avoid those cocksuckers in Washington. They're the real criminals you ought to be investigating.
What do you know about the murders?
The papers say dark justice. I got no reason to not believe that.
You don't think it could be Gravano?
Nah. He benefited from that truce. Dark justice was a threat to his operation. So was I. It's like I said, he was too cheap to buy the right people, and he was too proud to use intimidation. No, he was benefiting too much from the truce. Dark justice saved him. He saved his ass.
He couldn't have spent the last few years saving his pennies, preparing.
Well, I wouldn't know about it. He had a small Rolodex, so he knew everybody. I mean, the heavy hitters, they left town, and The guys that stayed came to me looking for work.
You know about the man he's financing for mayor, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that prick either. I mean, what's he gonna do? The last mayor didn't do when this dark justice hysteria ran him out of office.
So you haven't heard?
Heard what?
Thought you would have heard. I mean, you're so well informed.
Fuck the both of you. Get the fuck out of my kitchen. You think I'm stupid?
Okay. See you soon.
Fuck off.
Have a nice day.
Oh, and honey, anytime you want that drink, you just come on up.
Show some respect. You're not that well protected.
Ooh, I didn't know you two were a thing. My bad. Hey, I thought I told you not to send any fucking cops over here anymore. Yeah, those two asshole detectives. You know the ones. What the fuck am I paying you for?
I need you to find this costume clown and deal with him.
We're working on it.
If he wasn't out there bringing attention to these gangs, no one would care about them. But if he's going to continue to find these scumbags to kill, that means that we're not rounding these scumbags up. And that doesn't reflect very well on me or on you.
I understand, and we're working on it.
If this asshole cost me the election, there will be hell to pay.
Chief, you wanted to see us?
Ah, right on time. There are two of my finest right there. They're working on the case as we speak. They'll have Dark Justice rounded up soon.
That's right. He's just one mistake away from being in a jail cell. You can rest assured, sir.
Fine. But if they fail, and it costs me the election, my final act as mayor will be to run these two out of town. Don't screw it up.
Way to kiss that ass, partner.
Eat me.
We all do our part, Murray. Wouldn't hurt you to kiss ass every now and again.
I'll take that under advisement, Chief.
Please tell me you got something for me.
Gravano's playing dumb. Moretti says he doesn't know anything for what that's worth.
That's about as useless as tits on a bull.
We'd be better off just staking out their operations until Dark Justice shows himself.
We don't know that it's Dark Justice.
Who else would be dressing up in a costume and bumping off bandits?
I don't know. It just feels like a setup.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. Just a gut feeling.
Hear that, Beverly? We're not going with evidence anymore. We're going with our gut. It must be some new police procedure they teach out there on the left coast.
It doesn't make sense, Chief. Why would Dark Justice want to end the truce? He's the one that brokered it.
How the hell would I know that? Maybe he's just bored. Maybe he wants to renegotiate the truce. Or maybe he's just waiting for a better time to strike.
Do you really believe that?
Let's just say I feel it in my gut.
Come on, Chief.
Get out there and get me some evidence. Start with that warehouse on 3rd Street. That's where he distributes it from. If I wanted to start a turf war, that's where I'd get the most bang for my buck.
Maybe we could go to Gravano's strip club out on the Beltline. I mean, everyone knows that's where his human trafficking operation is.
Lots of witnesses out there. Maybe you can go there after it closes, if the warehouse doesn't bang out.
Good thinking. That's why he's the chief.
See? Kissing ass is good for you, don't you think?
You want to see me, Chief?
Detective Stone, get in here.
What time you want to hit it tonight?
Just after sundown, I guess?
You want me to drive?
If you want to drive, just say you want to drive.
I don't want to assume.
You always drive.
Your car will draw more attention on the stakeout.
No, I get it.
And it's kind of embarrassing. In fact, you should be ashamed just to drive it.
Oh, yeah?
In fact, I'm ashamed just to know you drive it.
Why wouldn't you be?
Seriously. People are starting to talk. It's not good.
So you're gonna pick me up at sundown?
That's the plan.
Good, that'll give me time to get a nap.
All right. I'll see you later.
Another multiple murder last night, once again in the West River Warehouse District at an alleged mafia establishment. Police are not confirming that Dark Justice is back.
However, police are not denying that Dark Justice has returned.
Sources tell us a witness saw the vigilante leaving the scene of the crime.
And some of the departments seem more concerned about stopping the information leaks within their own department than putting the rumors to rest.
Getting sleep?
Not enough.
Yeah, I never sleep well before a stakeout.
Did you bring a bottle to piss in this time?
Yeah, I got it.
Just want to make sure we're not driving around looking for a place for you to pee again.
You are so embarrassing. This is why you're still single.
Like you're one to talk. I don't see a ring on your finger.
With the way you men behave, can you blame me?
Are you ready to go?
I'm waiting on you, asshole.
Is that what's happening here? You sure you don't need to hit the bathroom before we go?
You're never gonna let me live that down. I hate stakeouts.
Yeah, I think this is a bust. I'm pretty sure the chief just wanted us doing something, anything, so he could tell the mayor he had a plan.
Listen, don't let the chief get to you. He's probably just under a lot of pressure. I understand the mayor's fears. Dark Justice did a number on the last one.
We aren't sure this is Dark Justice.
Okay, you gotta stop this.
Stop what?
Defending this criminal.
I'm not defending him. I just don't see how logically this adds up to the return of Dark Justice.
Dark Justice is probably a psychopath. He runs around in a mask, cutting up armed thugs with a sword, like some sort of pirate. Assigning logic to that type of behavior is not logical. But nothing. Cut it out. Listen, I get it. You're a great detective. You've solved a lot of cases, and Dark Justice is the one who got away. But you gotta keep your head in the game, man.
My head is in the game.
You never get emotional over cases. Now you're arguing with the chief about your gut feelings. This isn't you.
You're right. I just need to clear my head and focus on the task at hand.
Oh no. Better not have blue, you bitch. I'm out.
You fucking cheating.
I'm not cheating, I got a strategy. I'm done. I'm unstoppable. Come on, one more. Don't be a pussy.
Can't afford it.
Come on. Damn it.
I'm going to check at Breakers.
Yeah, bring me another beer.
It's gonna cost you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think I can afford it.
What if it's not the Breakers?
What else would it be? There's no thunder, lightning, it's not a power outage.
What if it's Dark Justice?
Shut up. You need a security blanket, you baby.
He's here.
I said shut up, he's not here.
He's gonna fucking kill us.
Yeah, well think of the bonus that we'll get if we kill his ass.
We need to get out of here.
I said shut the fuck up.
from inside.
Let's check it out.
There.
I'll follow him. You take the car, cut him off, and call for backup.
Stop right there. Stop or I'll shoot! You alright?
Yeah, it's just pepper spray. I'll be fine.
Well, how are you doing?
I'll be fine.
We got a storm brewing out there. There's a lot of chatter from the crime families. If we don't square this away, the feds are gonna step in. I hear Moretti is calling for a sit-down.
With any luck, they'll agree to help us stop Dark Justice instead of calling off the truce.
That's not the way their minds work. Moretti will see this as a chance to take control of everything. He has the council and the judges in his pocket. Dark Justice is the only thing stopping him. After this, he won't see any need to restrain himself.
Perhaps we could talk him down from doing something stupid.
Not likely.
The press is gonna be all over this story. They're gonna be all over you and all over you. I don't want the mayor getting raked over the coals because he can't control the situation.
You're worried about the mayor?
He's the only one in this office that won't cut our budget down to zero. And I've got my own re-election to worry about.
So what? We just let this all play out?
No. Make arrests. Go after the mob. You know they'll get off scot-free. Or we could spin this entire narrative once the shooting stops. So for now, keep a lid on it. Gather some evidence, collect some facts, then turn it all over to Detective Stone, because y'all are off this case.
What? Why?
You are way too close to this one.
Dark Justice is my case.
And you seem confident this isn't the same guy.
But
nothing! You're off the case. Now police up this crime scene and get out of here. See how emotional he is? I can't have my lead detective going off like that.
It's not like he hasn't dedicated the past 10 years to fighting Dark Justice.
And he's still got nothing.
I wouldn't say nothing. He's done a lot of good work.
Listen, Beverly, I'm on your side. I know he's a good cop, and he's done a lot of good for this city, and he's put away a lot of murderers. But he is way too close on this one.
Yeah, I've noticed. So what now?
We've got a lot of crime here in this city. Solve a few simple cases. Let him get his head on straight. Just turn this all over to Detective Stone. Let him handle this nightmare.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bev,
Yeah, Chief.
don't let him drag you down into doing something stupid. Keep him away from this.
Will do, Chief.
What?
Do you think this vigilante's gonna start a turf war?
I think he already has. Yeah, everything's in chaos, but the plan is still good. Yep, they're off the case. Well, he didn't take it well, but he knew that going in. So is the meeting on? Good. Let me know how that turns out.
As I feared, Dark Justice is back. After a 10-year absence, the nocturnal night has returned with a vengeance. According to sources inside the GRPD, investigations are ongoing into a series of murders over the last few weeks they've attributed to the vigilante.
Late as usual.
I'm a busy man.
Busy looking for ways to rip me off without breaking the truce.
Give me a smoke, damn it.
All right.
So, Dark Justice is called off the truce.
Looks that way, but that doesn't mean you and I have to. We could agree to focus on getting him out of the equation.
Oh, stop. You just want to continue creeping into my territory.
I'm just responding to what you're doing.
Oh, how do you think?
Setting up shop in Walker? You know that's always been my territory.
Oh, fuck that. I have ignored your little Kentwood operation for months. What the hell kind of a man would I be if I just let you march in, unopposed?
That Kentwood location? It's a legitimate business. It's on the books.
Oh, don't give me that horse shit. I know trafficking when I see it.
I'm just doing what I have to. You'd run me out of this town if you thought you could.
Damn right.
There is plenty here for the both of us.
So, I hear you got some asshole you're running for mayor.
You have an unfair advantage with the city council. I figured it was time for me to balance things out a bit. And I'm kind of surprised with that Boy Scout that we have in there already. You're not running somebody of your own.
Oh, mayors are expensive. Oh, I know he looks good to your cheap ass now, but you just wait till he's elected. Now, councilmen, they know their place, and they have reasonable expectations. Not like that prick police chief.
Yeah, the chief is a greedy man.
The fuck has no sense of loyalty. He takes my money. He takes your money. Then he still listens to those thugs downtown and slings their bullshit. So one of this town's going to hell.
But if he keeps the police out of our game, at the end of the day, it's worth every penny.
Not really worth it this month. Now, he doesn't understand what's happening. He thinks Dark Justice is back, and even his lead detective doesn't agree.
He told me the same story, but he said he wasn't going to make a statement to the press until you and I had a chance to talk.
That doesn't mean anything. Those bums will print whatever rumors they want. Yeah, print whatever you leak them. I mean, they're doing everything they can just to stay ahead of the bloggers.
The news is dead, my friend.
You got that right, brother.
So, what do you think?
I'm not buying it.
Explain.
The Dark Justice had us on the ropes. It would have been messy, but he could have ended it right there. The only thing in his way were the crooked cops. He practically begged us to enter into that truce. And now, what? He wants to go back to the bad old days? Doesn't make sense.
Maybe he misses the bad old days.
Now, fuck that. He's in what, his 40s? His 50s? Now, he would have at some point had to come to peace with this agreement.
Midlife crisis, perhaps.
Or, perhaps it's something else.
How do you mean?
According to the polls, you're going to have a shiny new mayor in your pocket in a couple of months. And the chief, he's only loyal to himself. Maybe you wired this whole thing together and you get to blame it on Dark Justice.
If you forget, he's been hitting my operations too.
Oh, don't give me that horse shit. You'll break as many eggs as it takes to make your omelet.
I have no intention of breaking the truce.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Because if you do, I will cut your heart out and jam it down your daughter's mouth. Then make her blow me in your precious little bookstore.
Oh, how I miss these sexy little talks of yours. We must do this more often.
I'm watching you, asshole.
I would have it no other way. We're going to have to take care of him. This speeds up the timeline of the plan, and I don't want him screwing it up. Make the call. Tell the hunter we need to talk.
Thanks for the ride.
Anytime.
Sorry I got us kicked off the case.
It matters more to you than me.
It's probably for the best.
When's the last time you blew off some steam?
I couldn't tell you.
You wanna hit the fire?
I don't really want to deal with a lot of people right now.
Most people don't want to deal with you either.
Good one. Want to come up for a drink?
Okay.
Would you like some sugar with that?
Not much for tea.
Would you prefer coffee?
No, I'm alright. We can talk business in front of the girl?
I don't hide anything from my daughter.
Okay.
So as you can probably guess, I feel it's time that we take care of the competition. But before you take care of Moretti, I'm going to need you to send a message to a cop. There's a certain Detective Murray who's been a thorn in everyone's side for a long time now.
Cops cost double.
Really?
Yeah, they always cost double.
See, I didn't know that.
Of course, it's pretty much the industry standard.
Well, can't you cut me a deal for my first time?
You serious?
No, I'll pay. But I must tell you that I do not agree with the policy.
What part of the policy don't you agree with?
I said I would pay.
Lots of risk involved killing a cop.
I understand that.
Oh, I don't want you to hold a grudge.
I'm not mad.
Are you sure? Because we can forget the whole thing.
I'm sure.
Okay, good.
So when can you do it?
I don't like to waste his time. I'll do the cop tonight right away. Moretti after.
Leaving so soon?
Yeah, I gotta go before this gets awkward.
Why? Are you gonna make it awkward?
Wouldn't be intentional, but I would.
Doesn't have to be.
If I spend the night, then we'll expect something to come of this, and we can't have that at work.
What if I wanted something to come of this?
I don't know. Say that now, but would you still feel that way in the morning?
Do you believe I would?
Well, if you do, then we'll talk then.
At work?
Or not. I don't know. See how awkward it is now?
Okay. I'll let you go. But I meant what I said.
Good. You better. If you turn into a total jerk who regrets having sex with me, I'm gonna shoot you.
Which would be exactly what I would deserve.
I'll see you at work tomorrow.
You bleeding heart liberals are all the same. You want to toss my tax dollars at the problem and call that the solution.
But you conservatives just want to ignore the problem until it goes away.
How you holding up?
Trying.
Chief said to take a few weeks off.
Okay.
You know, at some point, soon, this week, I need to get your statement. No rush, but this week.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You know, I don't want you running off doing anything stupid.
Stupid doesn't suit me. I'll try and avoid it.
I'm sorry about your partner. She was a good cop.
Stop! Let him go!
Yeah, let me go.
No! You're a girl?
What? You don't think a girl can do this type of stuff?
Why are you out here killing gangsters?
Because of your stupid truce.
What?
That dumbass truce you made with the gangsters? It was like a free pass for them to get away with anything they wanted.
I had no choice. The city needed the truce. Too many innocent bystanders were getting killed.
Your truce didn't stop them from killing my mom.
Who was your mom?
Just some hooker. No one you would give a damn about, but she was still my mom. Gravano killed her because she dared to look for a way out.
I'm sorry.
You should be. You decided to start a war that you weren't going to finish, and then the gangs that became cruel to the people that nobody cared about. Why would you even start if you were going to go all the way?
The police would make arrests, and the courts would let the criminals walk. It was a revolving door.
So you decided a dark justice is better than none?
I didn't come up with the name, the press did. But then one night I stumbled upon a scene where Gravano had killed a policeman and wrote Dark Justice on the wall in his blood.
They're monsters. That's what they do.
I realized my actions were creating a situation that was far worse. No one was safe. I just wanted the chaos to end, so I brokered the truce. But then you started killing people in my name. And so now, I'm sure the truce is over, The chaos is sure to follow, and tonight, a good cop was killed because of it.
Aw, you precious police.
Hey, watch it.
You mean those cops from Marty's back pocket?
Not all of them are dirty.
They don't all need to be crooked. Just takes one at the top and it all trickles down.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know your chief of police can tell your so-called good cops to stand down, and they will.
You think the chief is bought off?
I know the chief is bought off.
Do you have any proof?
Follow me. I'll take you to their meeting place.
So, what's the fucking word?
Put Detective Stone on the Dark Justice case.
Is he ambitious?
Yeah, we can rely on him.
Good. I'm sick of these fucking Boy Scout detectives.
Have you heard from Gravano? Does he want a turf war?
I don't care what he wants. Dark Justice broke the deal. All bets are off. Gravano? Fucking dirt man.
You do that, I won't be able to keep the feds from butting in.
No, that's not a problem. I still got some G-men on my side. But you come up with a plan to bring Dark Justice down. I'm sick of dealing with that cocksucker.
Don't worry, he'll be behind bars soon. I have a foolproof plan.
Whoa. Then what's your fucking plan?
It's better that you don't know. Plausible deniability. Have you heard from Gravano's candidate? All this chaos might bring our mayor down. Even if he does take credit for bringing down Dark Justice, there's a lot of folks that fancy that man a hero.
Once Gravano and Dark Justice are dead, the mayor's gonna be safe. I got some dirt you can leak to the press on Gravano's guy.
What is it?
Just some pictures of him in a whorehouse. That's not enough to destroy his run. He'll be open to negotiations once that Gravano asshole is out of the picture.
When are you gonna make your move?
Oh, it's better you don't know that. Plausible deniability.
All right, fair enough.
Hey.
What? What's this?
Photos. Make sure they're released the moment Gravano's dead. I gotta send a clear message. And hey.
What?
This time tomorrow, I'm the king of this town.
I understand.
Son of a bitch.
I told you there are no good guys.
I wonder what he meant by having a plan to take me out.
Can't take you out if you kill him.
I'm not gonna kill a cop.
Why? Is it bad luck or something?
It's not good luck.
He's crooked!
Wait, what's this? We have to get in there.
Ron sends regards.
I have questions for you. Fuck you, Dark Justice. What are you doing?
Pretty bad wound you've got there. Be ashamed if it got any worse. Answer his questions and maybe you won't have to.
What do you want to know?
Did you kill her?
Who?
Detective Beverly McMasters. Did you kill her?
Man, I don't know who that is.
Wrong answer!
Okay, yeah, I killed her. But it wasn't personal, it was professional, just like this.
Who hired you?
Gravano, who do you think? The turf war's on, man. Isn't that what you wanted?
Why did you kill him?
He was working for Gravano, and he's a bad guy?
We could have used it.
For what? Gravano's paying him to do this kind of stuff, and he killed that cop you were talking about. Who was she anyways?
Doesn't matter anymore. Gravano has to pay.
Yeah, you and me, we could go get him right now, and he wouldn't stand a chance. Or I could do it alone if you're scared. I, for one, want revenge.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
We're gonna make that son of a bitch pay.
Give me one good reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand.
Because if you do, she will shoot you in the back.
Drop the sword or I will shoot.
I'd do what she says. She's an excellent shot, and not even you are fast enough to kill us both.
And then what?
Then you live to fight another day, detective.
I won't ask you again. Drop the sword.
Very good.
You know who I am?
Of course. I have friends at the FBI. They got sick of dealing with that degenerate Moretti, and I have to admit, I could feel their pain. So we came to an agreement. They would give me some potentials on the list from the police database, and I would cut them in once Moretti was out of the picture. You know, I always knew Dark Justice was a cop. You had too much insider information on everything that was going on, and you never killed a cop. Not even the crooked ones. So we approached the chief of police, and he helped us narrow down the list.
Once we saw that the man who was investigating Dark Justice just happened to be on our list, it became very clear why the case had never been solved.
Arrest that masked man!
Thank God you're here, officers. This man threatened to kill me.
Is that right? I would have been here sooner, but one of my best detectives was killed. Witnesses say it was Dark Justice.
I didn't kill Beverly, and you know it.
Then how do you know her name? Stranger?
He was rambling all sorts of nonsense, accusing my father of being in league with those horrible gangsters who were killed the other day.
Is that right? Well, let's see who's behind the mask of Dark Justice. I'm shocked. One of my own detectives. No wonder you could never solve the case.
As long as there's breath in my body, I will be coming for you, and I will make you pay.
Threatening an officer of the law. Sure. We'll just tag that onto the other 56 murders we're gonna pin on you. Get him out of here.
See you at the trial, Dark Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the vigilante Dark Justice.
Detective, how many murders are you charging him with?
At last count, 57.
Dark Justice, why'd you decide to take the law into your own hands?
No comment.
There'll be a briefing tomorrow morning. As of this point right now, this is still a crime scene.
Sweetheart, can you get us some wine? I think it's time to celebrate. I want to thank you. Everything worked out perfectly. You are worth every dime I spend on you.
Well, I appreciate that. Things worked out pretty well. Now we just gotta find a way to pin the other 57 murders on.
56.
Come again?
I thought it was 56.
Well, it would have been, but we got to the crime scene a little too late for that last one.
What are you talking about?
Me and the boys are sick of protecting you for peanuts.
But I pay you good money.
I'm prepared to pay him better.
Go.
That's for killing my mother, you bastard. Just die already. Now that Moretti and Dark Justice are out of the picture, we can finally enjoy a new beginning.
Thank you, Mr. Pickett.
To new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
It's official. The vigilante known as Dark Justice has been apprehended last night. Thanks to an anonymous tip, the killer, former police detective Walter Murray, was caught in the act as he murdered Salvatore Gravano, a book dealer and celebrated philanthropist. Mr. Gravano is survived by his daughter, and this is the second such tragedy she's faced at the hands of unstable killers.
Breaking news on the Dark Justice trial. We turn to Emily Wright at the courthouse downtown, who is awaiting sentencing. Emily?
That's right, Sarah. I'm outside the courthouse. Media is not allowed inside. The city citing security concerns. Inside awaiting sentencing is Walter J. Murray, the police detective turned vigilante known as Dark Justice. Murray is charged with 57 murders, including that of his own partner, Detective Beverly McMaster, who police say was killed because she discovered Murray's secret and was going to expose him. Mayor Valenci gave a statement earlier today where he described Murray as a disenfranchised cop who took the law into his own hands.
Detective Murray became frustrated with the protections due to all American citizens, which states that all men are innocent until proven guilty. This led to him taking the law into his own hands, effectively becoming judge, jury, and executioner. This type of behavior isn't welcome in our city, and as long as I'm mayor, I'll do everything within the parameters of the law to ensure that this type of behavior is punished and all those who terrorize our city are brought to justice. Not dark justice, as the press has dubbed it, but righteous justice under the law.
A passionate statement there, reaffirming his commitment to our city. The chief went on to say that capturing Murray was after a long, methodical investigation put into action by Mayor Valenci, who pledged to rid the city of the vigilante and the underworld's crime bosses. Mayor Valenci, who is running for re-election, just received a boost in his poll numbers against a candidate who has been critical of his failure to live up to campaign promises, until now. As for Dark Justice, he pled guilty to the following charges, including 57 counts of murder, 23 counts of obstructing justice, 27 counts of breaking and entering, corruption, 2 counts of blackmail and extortion, 14 counts stalking, 3 counts of threatening a public official, in addition to raping Detective McMaster before gunning her down in the street.
Any indication as to what the sentence might be?
Most experts here on the ground are speculating multiple life sentences with no hope for parole.
Thank you. That was Emily Wright at the courthouse. We will check back with her when the sentence is handed down. But coming up, we'll introduce you to the roly-poly new addition to the John Ball Zoo family. That cute little panda cub, Ginseng, that everyone is talking about. We will tell you more about this awesome story when we come back.
Nice mask, asshole. Turn around. You know the drill.
Police failure has hit a new staggering low today, as the killer known as Dark Justice has escaped. In broad daylight, the psychopath that has gripped our city in fear for over a decade is once again free. This is obviously unacceptable, and I for one am calling for the resignation of Police Chief Frank Pickett. A man whose incompetence not only put our city in grave danger, but a man that was so clueless that he assigned Detective Walter Murray as lead investigator on his own murder cases.
What do you have to say about Dark Justice's escape?
No questions, no questions.
I don't care what it takes. I want everyone on this. We need to find him tonight. No vacation, no days off till we catch this son of a bitch.
Jesus!
Face front. Pull out your gun by your fingertips only and hand it back.
We got the whole city looking for you.
Give me your jacket.
The mayor's gonna call up the governor to give him a National Guard okay.
Your hat too, I'll need that.
Killing me isn't gonna change anything.
But it will make me feel better.
You sure about that?
I know you're there. Sit down, have some wine.
You used me.
I did, but an opportunity was presented that I needed to take advantage of. And if it presented itself again, I would do it again. And again. I hope you don't take it personally.
My partner's dead. It's kind of hard not to take it personally.
I assure you, I had nothing to do with her death.
But you knew it was going to happen.
Yes, I did, but if I had tried to help, it would jeopardize my goals. And I apologize for that.
For what that's worth.
My father had my mother killed. She never loved him. She only feared him. You were only a means for my revenge. Moretti would have held the city unopposed once my father was dead, so they both had to die.
You're probably right. Moretti wouldn't have hesitated.
Are you going to kill me now?
I'm considering it.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I've already killed the chief.
I know.
If I let you live, what then?
Politicians will always seek to satisfy their vices, and I will exploit those vices to control the criminal element.
So going straight isn't an option.
That wouldn't solve the problems of this city. If not me, someone else. There has to be an equilibrium between the criminals and what the criminals fear. They'll seek my success and desire a part in it, and then you'll provide the fear.
Yeah? Is that what you want?
It's not about what I want, it's about what the city needs. Now that you can see that the police can't play their part anymore because criminals can bribe them, once the social contract is broken, the people have a duty to become ungovernable. And once the gangs are involved, they won't give a damn about your truce. Well, I'm willing to respect it.
A truce with who? Moretti and his thugs are dead.
A truce with you, so long as you strike fear into the truly wicked elements of the city and treat me fairly.
And why would I do that for you?
Not for me, for the city.
Why do I feel like you're looking to use me again?
Because I am, but in doing so I can offer you my protection, somewhere for you to lay low during the day.
I don't need your protection.
I could give you information.
Information on your rivals.
Of course.
Sounds like a win-win for you.
Of course you could just kill me now.
Let me think about it.
I'll give you all the time you need.
If I agree to this, I would need some sort of guarantee. I would need a hand in your operations as insurance.
Whatever you want. I'm not planning on making an enemy of dark justice.
If I decide to kill you, I promise to make it quick.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm rather looking forward to the pain.
It's been 24 hours since the escape of Dark Justice, who has claimed 2 more lives since. Once again, our city cowers in fear over the chaos that is sure to come.
they'll never lie. You'll lay to rest, but your soul will never die. So you awake, but the guilty can't escape. Your deeds may be demised, struck by fire in the sky. Nobody ever knows who you are when the cold wind blows. Pain is your infliction, bound by your conviction. Nobody seems to care until they see you there. 'Cause it's the last time they might, if you win the fight. 'Cause you're all alone. Your vengeance is your home. Always all alone. Your justice is your own. Downtown misery, it never leaves. You'll find yourself again in the den of broken thieves. You can't betray yourself, 'cause you're already dead. Suddenly, screams seem real, not just in your head. Dark shadow falls, judgment's on the line. The point of no return, the end of all your time. You're all alone. Your vengeance is your home. Always all alone. Your justice is your own.